Okay, my name is Kiara Shobe and I'm 19 years old. I went to a Catholic church from 1st grade to 8th grade. So I went to church like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I can't tell you one thing that I learned from that church. My mom took me to a few churches and all they did was like holler and scream at you and preach, and I didn't get anything out of that either, really. I guess I really didn't have any thoughts because I guess I learned to not like church because of the fact that I didn't get anything out of it. I never really learned anything about, God. And I guess that's probably the reason why TJ, my boyfriend, was placed into my life, because he was so adamant when we moved down here, and he was so adamant about going to church and finding a church home, whereas if I just came here in college, I would have probably not even went because I didn't like church. So then we found the House of Joy, and I get stuff out of it. Like, I learned so much, about God and everything, and it makes me want to form a relationship, with him, since I never knew about him before. It was some service, some sermon that you preached, and it made me want to, be baptized and be forgiven for all my sins and stuff. And I can't remember like exactly what, but something like guided me to check that box, so I would be baptized and kind of have a new beginning. Me and TJ, when we got here, we started looking for churches, that we can go to, and they were kind of like the ones that my mom took me to. They were 3 hours long, sung like 1,000 songs at the beginning, and you had to dress up all fancy and stuff. And then we found this one. His friend told us about this one, and you can come as you are, and you're so down to earth, and you really teach. You don't just preach and yell at me, and I really get a lot out of what you teach. I just want to get to know him. I want to have a personal relationship. I hear, my mom and dad's always telling me how good he is, and I want to feel it. I want to know that, he loves me, and that, that I don't know how to put it into words. I want to feel him in my heart. I'm excited about getting baptized and being forgiven for all my sins and starting this new journey with Christ. And I'm committing my life to him.